Florida teacher arrested naked in an elementary school with drugs and sex toys. It's just gets worse the longer that sentence is, doesn't it? The more of it you absorb. So yeah, it sounds bad, doesn't it? It's not a great look. But don't worry, if he got shot in New York or hit by a train, he would be a great guy that loved his wife and kids, wouldn't he? It says Joe Urias? We'll go with Urias. Joe Urias, a 34-year-old teacher from Florida, was arrested after being found naked in a classroom at Windmill Point Elementary School in Port St. Lucie. It says authorities arrived at the school at around 9:30 p.m. on November the 28th after a sheriff's deputy noticed Urias inside the unoccupied school. Upon seeing the deputy, Urias quickly dressed and fled to the back of the building. He's on the run, where he was eventually apprehended after allegedly punching the officer in the face. Wow. Okay. I mean, there's so many bad decisions here, isn't there? Like, first off, if you're going to get naked and jerk off and surround yourself with sex toys, do a bunch of drugs, and have yourself your very own one-man freak-off, if that's what this sounds like, right? It's like this guy saw the Diddy news. All of the Diddy stories explode. He was like, I could do that. If you're going to do that, don't do it in a school. I honestly cannot stress that enough. That really makes people mad. That's too far. It's a hugely inappropriate venue. But the second thing, don't punch the cop, right? Don't ever punch. Like, this isn't the UK we're talking about. This is Florida, okay? You're not going to get handcuffed and taken to the cells where it's full and then you get fitted with an ankle tag and asked to stay in and eat takeaways and watch Netflix for your 2-year home prison sentence thing. They're going to shoot you, okay? They're going to shoot you, probably in the head. And here's the fucked up part, is even if they don't kill you, they'll probably ship you to the emergency room, right? Where they'll charge you $10,000 per fucking bullet to remove it. Here's your bullet again. Here's the fucking bill too. Was there anything inscribed on the bullet? Yeah, actually. Yeah, there is a dodge, duck, and dive is one. What would be written on there? On the casings. Your fucking one-man weird drug. But no, actually, just say no. That's what was on the bullets. Off you go now. Let's continue. It says, police discovered Urias' belongings, including a laptop, food, clothing, sex toys, and less than 20 grams of marijuana. Oh my God. In a clear plastic container in the classroom. I mean, I know it's America and it's a red state, right? It's Republican, it's conservative, so they're probably all a little bit like drugs are bad, okay, right? There's probably a bit of that to it. But even your most Bible-hugging, drugs-ignorant, conservative grandma would have to concede that the marijuana is probably the least troubling part of this story, isn't it? It's like if I went back into the school, maybe not 9:30 p.m. or whatever time this is, but if I went back into the school to grab my son's coat and, that he forgot or whatever, and, and then I'm walking in, it's a little bit dark, it's a little bit late, and then I see this, let me get a picture of him up, right? And then I see this fucking American werewolf in Tampa looking motherfucker, look at him. Look at him. How is that not a werewolf? He looks like, what's the Marvel movie with that guy? I can't remember his fucking name now. You all know what I'm talking about. Somebody will say it in the chat in a second. Oh, what's his fucking name? He looks like the Marvel guy, right? He's it's a Wolverine. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. Thanks, chat. You brought nothing to this. Arias told the police he was experiencing homelessness and had entered the building through an unlocked window. Arias, who worked as a teacher at, he worked somewhere else, at Somerset College Prep Academy, faces charges of lewd and lascivious behavior. That's a great word, isn't it? Lascivious. Lewd and lascivious behavior, burglary, marijuana possession, and battery on an officer. Yeah, I mean, look, why have they even mentioned weed in there? Do you know what I mean? Like, weed is so not the factor here. You know, if I went, honestly, truly, if I went to go and like pick up my son's coat after hours, a little bit late, I go in there, I see this guy, maybe I'm with a friend or something, and, I poke my head around and then I see this guy, this scary, hairy fucking werewolf bashing one out in the classroom. He's broken into the school. He's got his fleshlight, prosthetic vagina, and his dildo strewn over the story time mat. Like his rampant rabbit is hanging out with My Little Ponies over there. Like, if you told me there was drugs in there too, like maybe you're like, oh, don't go in there. He's got drugs in there. I'll be like, my son's coat is in there. Yeah, but he's got drugs in there too. I'll be like, is it crack? Is it fentanyl? Is it something that's going to make him go, no, it's wacky backy. Well, then why are you wasting? Why you even tell me? Why are you even mentioning it? It's probably a net positive if he's having a little, probably settle him down a bit.